Alright guys, Matt here. I made some videos a couple years ago when I just got into airbrushing, and one of my buddies said I should maybe make a couple more on how things have come after the last couple of years. So I'm going to make a couple more videos, walk you through a few steps of airbrushing a body start to finish. Today I'm putting some liquid mask down on a handful of bodies I have to do for some friends and customers. As you can see, I prefer to cut out the bodies first. It's just how I like to do it. A lot of people don't. I do. It makes it easier for me when I'm doing the design work just to kind of see how it's going to lay out. I have put the first coat on all of these. What I'm using is Bob Dively's liquid mask, not thinning it down at all, straight out of the bottle. Make sure you shake up the bottle really well. You want it to be pretty liquidy. I'm spraying it out of this cheap spray gun from Harbor Freight. I think they're like 15 bucks maybe. I'll find the box so you can see what I'm working with. This is the box it comes in. Harbor Freight, like I said, I think about 15 bucks. I found it works the best. I used to use just my airbrush gun, and now I do way too much, and that just doesn't work for me. Let me show you how I spray it in. Basically, you just want to do nice thick coat. When you're putting it in the bottom, it should almost look like a nice layer of Elmer's white glue. Don't worry about getting runs. Make sure you get all the little nooks and crannies too. One thing about this liquid mask is, if you have any, so I'm going to do these bodies, if I have any left over, you can still use it, but the next time you open it up, say I'm going to open it up in another week, you got to make sure you strain out all the chunks, because once you open it up and it gets that air in it, it starts to solidify. So what you're going to want to do is find something to screen it out with. I use like an old pair of pantyhose, dump it in the pantyhose, then squeeze it out into your cup. Otherwise you're going to get all those little chunks in there, and it's going to clog up your gun, and it's going to be a nightmare, because every time you get a little clog, you're going to have to tear your airbrush apart to get that clog out. So that's the second layer of liquid mask. I'm going to let that dry. It doesn't have to be completely 100% dry. Let me show you this short course truck. So you can see that's kind of patchy. It's got a couple spots on there yet. I'm going to go ahead and spray it. It doesn't have to be 100% dry, but it should be about to that level. You don't want it to look completely white like this one. You know, see there, you can see it's kind of starting to dry. So before you put on your second coat and third coat, you want it to look mostly dry like that. And that's what it should look like after you spray your coat in there. Nice, good, thick, heavy coats. 3 coats, and then you let her dry overnight, and you can start doing your design work. Alright, thanks guys.